What did you have to say to the team after this one?
You're ready to go tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, there's no drama with anything. Dixie beat us. Those guys hit a lot of line drives and a lot of balls were really hit hard tonight. Capitalize on some mistakes, be it walk or a couple non-plays on defense. And so, I mean, they beat us. You know, we've responded well each time to any kind of failure this year. So we need to do that tomorrow.
I mean, considering that this series is non-conference and all that, I mean, you said you didn't have any concerns coming into it that there'd be any sort of weird vibe or anything to it. But and that remains the case, that this could have been a Pac-12 opponent the way things went.
Well, they swung the bat a lot better than a lot of Pac-12 opponents against us. So,
what sort of lesson can your team take from a game like this?
It remains about the play. It remains about execution. It remains about quality at bats, throwing strikes, playing catch, and the team that deserves to win is going to. It's not always the team with the best players. It's the team that plays the best. And credit those guys, man. They're coming after it. There's a lot of guys that are playing baseball for the last time tomorrow night, and they're playing like it.
I know you approach every game the same, and what happened tonight, I'm sure you'll say won't really impact what happens tomorrow, but does it change the stakes to some degree? Does it like create maybe a greater sense of urgency for tomorrow because you lost tonight?
Well, it's honestly kind of weird. Like, we've won so many home games in a row. It's kind of weird walking out of here not winning is kind of how I feel right now. So, I mean, the process of what we do won't change. We're going to adjust some things to simulate a little bit about next week and what that's going to look like, because I think that's what our team needs to do. And, you know, we got our best pitcher going. So, I mean, can't ask for that. Got 4 or 5 of our key guys out of the pen ready to roll. So there's a loaded deck, you know. And then we have Sunday off. You know, Monday we'll celebrate the accomplishment of being in the NCAA tournament. It's not a given, it was earned, and start really preparing for next weekend.
You mentioned celebrate. Is it bittersweet that you officially clinched the Pac-12 at the same point as this going on, or does that just not even matter right now?
No, it definitely matters. I'll speak to that. For me, I'm never going to sell out that it's not about the play. And so we're disappointed in the overall play. Tonight was one of the first times in a long time. I think we'd won like 18 out of 21 games coming into tonight, something like that. I could be off by a game or two. But it was the first time in a while we haven't had that complementary baseball piece going the way that we've had and had that synergy where everybody's kind of picking each other up, or one side of the ball is picking the other side up. So, I mean, that's disappointing. You know what I mean? Not getting to take a picture of winning the game, that's disappointing. But you're also talking about something that hadn't been done here in about 30 years. And there's a lot of major league players that are on the walls of these offices over that time period that didn't do that. So I'm not going to take that away from our players. We'll have the banner out here tomorrow night and the shirts and hats if the Pac-12 can get them here in time, and the trophy, and celebrate that. Because that's a good accomplishment, regardless of what happens tomorrow night. That's a really good accomplishment, and we're going to celebrate that. And I'm really happy that we're not sharing it with anybody.
Given how big he is, did you always expect Tony Bullard to kind of tap into his power at some point during his career here?
Good question. He was a big kid as a sophomore in high school when we started recruiting him and secured his commitment. Very talented defensively, rangy, moved well. Always thought he had a frame where he could add strength. He's done that, and it was a couple pretty good swings tonight. And that's a big lift for our team. You know, him really, really extends the lineup when he's taking the at-bats like he has here recently.